Hello YouTube, Roma here, aka Roma Aquatics, with new bamboo shrimp. I have two males and a female in here. A lot of people ask how to tell the difference. The female is the one up front here. Let me try to focus on her a little better. As you can see, the front legs are about the same size as the back two pair of legs. Let me see if I can get a better shot from the side. But they're all about the same size in the females, and on the males you can see those front two legs are thicker. They're kind of like crab legs, like thick, like you want to eat them I guess. But the males have the thick front legs like that, and then their back two legs are smaller. I also have another male over there, and again you can see how big his front leg is compared to the other two, like thick wise. And then there's the female legs, and you could see like not much thicker. At least I'm really hoping that's a female. She's a little small right now, but the legs, you can see they're kind of, I'm pretty sure it's a female. But these guys are super cool, and they're still just cleaning up. Turn the flash off. But this tank didn't have much in it, so I was moving stuff around. You could see how messy the ground got, and look how clean the gravel is under there where they're eating off the ground. They're just scooping up all that, whatever it is, nastiness, and just eating it. And they are loving it, apparently, because look at how much they've cleaned. They've only been in here for about an hour. So I'm gonna attempt to breed these guys, and apparently that's never been done according to information on the internet. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe Roma Aquatics will be the first person to ever breed bamboo shrimp in captivity. But there was one successful case of breeding the vampire shrimp. I want to get either of a vampire shrimp in here. He's probably under that leaf. Let me see if I can get him. So he's back there. He's always under this leaf. Oh, I'm wrong. One time I'm wrong. Well, there is a vampire shrimp in here. He's hiding at the moment, obviously. But he's pretty cool. But there was a successful breed of him, the vampire shrimp, in Germany. So I'm going to try to do the same thing with these bamboo shrimp and see if I could get them. But they are awesome, and they were really cool. I'm super happy I got them. So I just realized that I forgot to talk about how I'm going to breed these guys. So this segment might be just kind of thrown into the video somewhere. It might seem out of place. Sorry about that, because it came after the fact as an afterthought. But yeah, basically, when these guys breed, you keep them in fresh water. And you notice when the female gets buried, you keep an eye on her, and basically as soon as she throws those berries, they look like just little dots floating around in the water. And then you basically want to have a saltwater tank, or almost full salt, pretty strong brackish level, set up, cycled, ready to go for like months, just like a normal saltwater tank you would do. And then you siphon the little babies that are floating around in the water. They look like little specks. You'll siphon them out into like a little container, and then over the course of like a day or two, you want to drip the salt water into that container and get them over to salt, because basically in the wild these guys live in freshwater streams, and they'll throw their babies and the streams will wash it into the ocean. So you want to slowly increase the salt level to imitate their journey down the stream into the ocean. And then once they're full salt, you basically keep them full salt for about a month until their first or second molt, when they start moving forward. Once the babies start moving forward, then you want to slowly start acclimating them back to full fresh water. And that's how it was done successfully in Germany with the vampire shrimp. That guy, he's back there. So they did it with the vampire shrimp a couple years back, and that's the only information you could find about breeding vampire shrimp. And apparently the bamboo shrimp would breed in a very similar way. So that's what I'm going to try to recreate here at Roma Aquatics in my basement, and we'll see if I'm successful. And if I am, that would be really, really great. Considering no one else has done it, I'm not super attached to the idea of it actually happening, but it'll be a fun project, and why not? I realized I haven't given you guys a shot of the goldfish tank since the first video I made of the time-lapse cleaning it up, and you can see they already messed it up. It's been about a month probably, and they messed up that the blue gravel is all in front of that rock wall again. I got some algae buildup in here. I'm thinking about taking these fake plants out and putting them into the shrimp tanks so the shrimp can clean up the fake plants, and then getting them back in here. There's actually probably about 15 or 20 ghost shrimp in here too. They hide in the plants and they only really come out at night. But the goldfish are doing really good. They're healthy. They're getting big. I try to feed them like 3 or 4 times a day. So yeah, the red one looks real nice. The bubble eye's cool looking. Calico Ryukin. We have a white Aranda with just a spot, so it's not quite a red cap. And then there's a black Moor over there. And I was thinking about maybe getting like a Bristol nose pleco or something for this tank. I don't know. I'm not really sure how plecos do with goldfish. Just leave a comment, let me know how that is. But anyway, back, we'll give you an update on all the shrimp tanks and the basement tour. So I noticed my vampire shrimp came out. He's behind the rock over there. I know it's not the greatest view right now, but he doesn't like to come out, so it might be the best that we get. He's red right now, but I heard that they change color throughout the year, so I'm waiting for him to turn blue, and that's going to be cool too. And I'm probably going to try to breed these guys once the pet store gets more in. So, alright. Now for a quick update on the rest of the shrimp. The orange Sakura are doing very well. I added some red Labuiga to their tank. It's back there looking good. Also a couple Amazon swords. I got a bunch new of those. These guys are happy, just waiting for them to berry up. These guys came to the front. Quick new view. That one you could kind of see the blue. When they get up here, like in the light, they have like a bluish tint to them. They're gorgeous. They're red Sakuras. Also doing great, just waiting for them to berry up. And I got some real nice ones in there. There are some babies on the tank, but I think they're left over from the Rillies. I'm gonna let them grow up a little bit and then get them out of there. Black crystals, doing really good. Just also waiting for them to berry up. The one female that was buried, I was messing around in here and I think I might have stressed her out. She must have dropped her eggs, unfortunately, so we're waiting for them to berry up again. And then the chocolates. Baby rabbits now. Chocolates are doing good. They're hard to see because they're all under this leaf at the moment, and they're black on the black substrate, but they're in there. I had one casualty after acclimation. I guess that's to be expected. But other than that, they're all doing good. And basement tour update time. So, for those of you who've been following me, know that I'm redoing my basement, adding walls, and I decided to put an aquarium into one of the walls. So everything white here you see is new, just painted, and the wall's almost done. All I'm doing is I'm gonna put some wood molding to kind of hide this black frame and just hide it, make it look a little bit better, so it's kind of just be like the fish tank's picture framed in there. I got some black sand in there, it's hard to see, and the matin filter is set up and ready to go. This is going to be for discus, blue diamond discus I believe I'm going to get, and maybe some red snake skins. But there's the top tank. I also have a 29 gallon under that tank I just put this wall up, put this whole wall up, and moved my office into here. But 29-gallon tank there, and I was gonna put a 10-gallon under there, but now I'm not so sure. It's a little low. I'm worried about kicking it, so I don't think so. But as you can see, I have a 3D background here that I made a couple of years ago out of styrofoam and concrete. That it's going to be the background for this 29-gallon, which is going to be a tank for, let's get this right, red mosaic dragon umbrella tail guppies that I am getting from Guppy Train. So that's going to be super cool too. Super expensive, but they're gorgeous, so they're worth it. Let me show you this a little bit more. So this is the do-it-yourself 3D background. I basically just bought a like half-inch sheet of styrofoam, a couple sheets, and then cut maybe three or 4 inch long sections and cut it into long strips. And then I took a knife and just cut like just random shape. Whoops. Don't want to do that. That's how that side got chipped to begin with. I think I just did that right now. And that right now. Oh, that's boo. But that's okay because I have to cut this shorter to fit it into this tank anyway. So that's okay. But basically, then I used aquarium sealant and stuck all of the randomly cut pieces together. And then I brought some flame to it after it was dry and glued together to kind of, if you can see like the pieces kind of like mold together because the flame, it makes it look a little bit more natural. And then I went over it with Quickcrete, and then the red Quickcrete is just a little bit of non-toxic dye that you can add to the Quickcrete. And then I painted it on there, and I'm not worried about it leaching anything into the water. One, because everything I used was non-toxic, and two, this has been in many, many tanks over the years, so I think if it was to leach anything out, it would be long gone by now. But that's going to go in the guppy tank, and I think it's going to look really good. So stay tuned for that update. I'm going to get this set up. I got a nice piece of driftwood coming in the mail. Should be here any day. So when that gets set up, look for that update. This I still got to clean, get the background in there, get some sands, get the filter. So you'll see that too in an upcoming video. And don't forget, I am doing my central CO2 build using this, or not CO2, just air pump, central air system, so I don't have to use a separate air pump for every tank. So this one pump's going to power every tank. Look forward to that build coming up soon. Also putting up some walls in here so I could just heat this little room and keep this room hot rather than having to put a heater in every single tank too. So lots of big builds coming up. Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the videos come. Hit the like button. Make sure you share this. It'll really help me out. Alright guys, till next time.